Center. And Ted, how close is King County to a rollback?
Well, they are pretty close looking at the numbers. If hospitalization and case counts continue to increase, King and possibly Snohomish counties could see more restrictions on indoor shopping, dining, and gatherings.
It sure feels like the world's reopening and people feel safe enough to gather again, but Washington's hospitals are telling a different story.
We've doubled the number of patients who are hospitalized from, say, mid-March. The end of March, we started to see that increase.
UW Medicine says doctors and nurses are caring for an increasing number of COVID patients, many of whom are in intensive care.
It's a younger population. The average age was in their 40s. We're seeing young people with severe disease, fewer people age 65 and older, which reflects really, I think, the vaccine penetration in that community.
If hospitalizations and new COVID cases continue to rise, King County could be the next to roll back to reopening phase 2. The county says its numbers have leveled off near that threshold. Health Officer Dr. Jeffrey Duchin tweeted, "We are much closer to putting the worst of the pandemic behind us, but not quite out of the danger yet. The potential for a severe surge remains real until more of us are vaccinated." Snohomish County says cases continue to rise, driven by gatherings like baby showers, camping trips, high school sports, church events, and get-togethers in people's homes. It too is at risk for a rollback and reopening restrictions.
If we have to retreat, the economy again, that's just hard on everyone. So please, we all need to do our best to try to bend this curve back down.
UW Medicine says about 70% of the COVID cases it's examined in its system appear to be COVID variants, which are likely more contagious and can cause more severe illness. So the original COVID strain that they were dealing with about a year ago, that's less than a third of the cases now. Greg?
Let's talk a timeline, Ted. I mean, if those numbers do continue to worsen, how soon could other counties have to move back a phase?
Well, it could be a few more weeks. The state says it'll reevaluate counties on May 3rd and then decide if it should move some of the phase 3 counties back to phase 2 or if it should lift some of the restrictions on phase 2 counties like Pierce.
Okay, Ted Landforce live in Seattle. Thanks, Ted.